So I'm very happy to be here celebrating 10 years of Innovista with all of you in the press and my colleagues here from the communications office as well as from TQMS. It is a significant milestone, and I've seen some of the innovations come out of Innovista and really proud to be part of the journey going forward. What I wanted to share today is exactly that, how we are looking at innovation from the Group Technology Office. Innovation is finding new ways of creating value. And obviously, technology is one of those ways of creating value. You could have innovation coming from business models being changed. It could come from processes being changed. So what I'm going to focus on largely is innovation where technology is a significant element. And it is a fantastic time to be a technologist. It is a fantastic time to be a technologist in the Tata Group, and I'll share with you why. This is the palette I consider when looking at technology, and you will see that there is every reason to feel excited. There is so much happening in the world of technology, emerging sciences and emerging materials. Each one of this would be a dream for a technologist to work on. But most importantly, everything which is out there has to be reinvented so that we are environmentally friendly. We are taking into account the advances in technology is reaching and being inclusive to the populations where it has not reached. So this gives a framework which really makes for a playground, if you would. So if you look at emerging sciences, I'll just share some examples and why it is exciting. Genomics is something all of you have heard about, and it is an ability to map the complete set of DNA. And it is not just about human health. Of course, it will impact human health going forward, but you will impact energy because you can look at plant matter, for example, and through crop breeding techniques determine which will give you better fuel or calorific value. But it doesn't stop there. It enters into other fields as well. Similarly, Connectomics is an area which you might not have heard of. It is the map of the nervous system. So if genomics is the map of the DNA set, Connectomics is the map of the nervous system. It is as important, and it is really taking off at this point of time. Just imagine all the doors that Connectomics would open. And graphene you're going to listen to sometime later today. Again, a material which until 2004 was not talked about. Suddenly it is ready to enter the market, offering significant abilities to reduce our carbon footprint. And really it is a combination of technologies like this which will better cater to existing needs which have not been met in the best possible way, things such as affordable renewable energy or diagnose and cure, accessible water. These are all important problems that we are trying to solve. But also we'll be able to solve needs which are not articulated today but are in the offing, things like near zero carbon energy. I do not say zero carbon energy, but there are people who want zero carbon energy. Power which doesn't need cables to get it to your devices. Augmented reality, all wonderful things which are going to happen, and the technologies are going to enable those aspects to happen. And in the Tata Group, given the diversity of what we do, there's hardly anything we do not touch in terms of the needs of the people and the communities where we are. So that combination of exciting technologies and ability to scale it to meet the needs of the people in countries and communities that we work is what makes it really fun place to be. So I wanted to chat a little bit about where we are at this point of time and how we see the opportunity to go further in intellectual property. So this is a heat map of intellectual property across the Tata Group, and you'll see that there are areas which are material focused, so that's on the bottom right. Areas which are computing focused, which is on the bottom left, and on the top you have all the mechanical and automotive related innovations from the group. And those are areas that we will continue to grow. So some of the peaks that you see are areas where we have significant innovations, and we will grow those peaks for sure. But also what is important is that blue masses that you see is the ocean where we can create innovations between companies and between disciplines. As an example, where computing meets with automotive would mean areas such as mobility, connected mobility, and so on. So thinking about mobility rather than just an automotive. And where the area of mechanical innovations meet materials, it's about new materials offering lighter weight, hence higher efficiencies. And where materials meet processes, you will see new abilities being developed, such as fuel cells, which will go into, again, various applications, including automotive, power generation, and so on. And also processes meet computing, again, to improve each and every process that we have, so that our impact on the environment, in that case, is minimal, while we cater to the human health and comfort. So that's where I see a lot of activity in that blue ocean strategy, if you would. There is ample ability to collaborate, and we have launched many programs with this thought process in mind. And how we are going to do it is partially facilitating such activities from the Group Technology Office, and the aim is written down on this chart, which is increase the visibility of return of investment in technology. So we have heard Mukund talk about the 2% investment in R&D already. So we will look at the visibility to the return on investment in that. And as we move forward, where we are facilitating groups coming together on technology, we'll definitely track that very closely. We will increase the brand recall as a technology group. Much of our innovations have happened in the past, strengthened by our ability to do business model innovations and process innovations. We have done technology innovations. We're going to do much more of that going forward. We will look at intellectual property protection in a more comprehensive way. We will train our teams to understand the value that they're generating, so that we protect it for the companies that they are part of, and as well as leverage it for the benefit of the people that the technology will serve. And thinking about increasing percentage revenue from new products and services differentiated by technology, so that we are forever that green company driving the benefit to the communities that we serve. And there are many ways we are doing this. One of the ways is the Group Technology Forum. So the various CTOs from different companies come together on various topics and bring the power of the whole group when these occasions happen. So you see the picture of one such session where we discussed various important topics, right from digitization to strategic decision making as we invest in technology, which technologies make sense, startup ecosystem, and how do we leverage, how do we take part in that, big data, intelligent transportation, and we launched a Tata Tech Talk, which is going to be a series of talks which will bring the latest and greatest technologies to all of you and the people outside this room for consumption. And then technology road mapping as a way we will create access to the strategy of each company for the technology group. So technology roadmap for those technology companies will be part of their strategy. The Group Design Forum was formed, again, bottoms up. The designers of the company wanted to get together, so we formed that. Similarly, high-performance computing is an area that some of our companies have significant knowledge and capabilities, and others use it. So we have formed that capability in terms of a group-level entity. And manufacturing is another area that we are bringing teams together, and directly in companies where they are seeking support in driving further their innovation roadmap. We're going and participating on not a day or 2-day kind of an event, but that day and 2-day event leading to a 3-year tracking of the programs which come out, so that we are truly differentiated on technology. We will collaborate with the best in the world wherever they are. These are examples of places that we have been to in the short 8 months that I've been here. And there are some collaborations already going, and we'll strengthen it further and bring the power of the collaborations to markets that we serve. That picture is of one smaller group of technologists who have visited in the recent past. We went to MIT, Harvard, Yale, Stanford, and USC. And the power of the group, when you go as a group, is such that you get the best attention possible from the highest levels possible, so that we can collaborate in the best manner possible. So that is one way of doing things, collaborating and also making sure that we are abreast with the latest happenings in technologies and how to drive technology. But especially in technology, you have to be hands-on. And so we are bringing people together physically to room together, house together, and deliver technology. So people from different companies are coming together with facilitative support from the Group Technology Office to deliver in these areas: sustainable energy, food and wellness, consumer electronics, factory and fleet digitization. So within these areas, these are broad areas, so we picked some pilot areas that we will focus on. As examples, fuel cells in the energy security area, hot strip mill yield analytics for Tata Steel in factory and fleet analytics, and also intelligent transportation on the fleet side. Food and wellness, we are looking at drone-based pesticide delivery as the first pilot project. And in consumer products, we are looking at safety wearables for our factory floor workers. So what you see is that we are entering with the power and backing of our domain knowledge. So we bring that to bear from different companies as we leverage the latest and greatest in technology. So with that, thank you for your time.